två polska.
Hi everybody, Kitty is now with her sister and her parents in Stratford-upon-Avon, going to see a play and spending the night in some really expensive hotel there, courtesy of her parents. And of course Becky's in on the job. But this is just a quick update. I have finished reading Oryx and Craig trilogy, totally recommend it. And I'm currently on the second book of this trilogy, which I'm also quite enjoying. Anyway, if you're looking for summer tips. But read of Manifestation of Imagination, which always strikes me as kind of a Disney ride, actually suggested cutting beans off the plants, drying them out manually, and that you might get a second crop of beans that way. I've never done that. I've just left the beans on the plant and then harvested in the fall. So let's try it. Well, traffic's everywhere, but everything's growing. I spotted a squirrel over there. Anyway, these are our garden beds. As you can see, Kitty's doing her usual, letting everything bolt and then go to seed. I promised Professor Noodles I would actually do this, and this is my borage. It reseeded itself, and she puts up lots of nice videos of insects, and I said I'd try and catch one, but I think the bee left. I will try later. Oh no, there's a little whatever that is. Perhaps Professor Noodles can tell me. I have no idea what that is. Some sort of a wasp, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, the creatures really love the borage. So even if you've not got honeybees, try and plant some borage on your property. You can eat the flowers, they're very tasty in small amounts. The leaves can be prepared, though to be frank I've never done it, I'm not sure it'd be that tasty. But it's always nice to have a food source around and to actually encourage insects and other pollinators. It doesn't cost much, and this reseeds itself every year once it's established. My pepper plant is biding its time. But the first thing I planted is doing well, and everything else is looking a little bit in need of a good trim. The potatoes and the yams, I'm excited by this. I may have to dig them up before the end of August, but they're doing very well. So shad was a success. Anyway, these are the beans. As you can see, it's loaded. So I'm going to gather all of these and then put them in a dry drawer and see if I get more beans coming back. So parsley is a plant you should always plant because it's actually a very great source of salad greens and also nutrition. Delicious. You can see the borage gets everywhere. You have to really chop it down. Oh, there's a bee, so we can catch the bee. And there's little Becky over there. That's the amount of beans I've got. Quite a few, as you can see. If you don't use pesticides and you don't use manures, you can just eat them fresh. Delicious. So thanks for the tip, Reed. We will see if I get any more beans on this in the next couple of months. So this is our raspberry bushes. We just had them when we moved in, and we've just pruned a little bit and basically encouraged them with a bit of watering, not much. And we've had bowl after bowl after bowl of delicious raspberries. That's the other thing about berry bushes like this. They're a nice passive defense, both for wild animals and also people. So I would strongly recommend putting in lots and lots of raspberry bushes everywhere you can. Delicious. And as you can see, we're still working on the raspberry bushes here. Delicious. We have them everywhere actually. But these things are really heavy and quite hard to get through. So Kitty's chopped down, started in April, 3 times the rhubarb patch, and it comes back. The secret to this is just to be patient with it. I'm not a great fan of rhubarb, but it's okay in pies. And there's a zucchini with the aromath at the front of it. And as you can see, we have plenty of zucchini flowers. So I do have to say a garden like this wouldn't feed a squirrel and grid down. So you really do have to be able to have a lot of seeds and the ability to water and weed and really upscale your food production. But just having different things every season and trying things out differently every year and starting to save seeds makes me way more confident that I could grow a lot of food in grid down, providing it was safe to do it. We are going to get a good crop of black walnuts this year. I think I'll take you upstairs and show you them. You don't see me much here. This is the balcony. So the balcony is on top of the addition. We haven't really used it, but you can see it all around. Using a ladder, how I'd get in and grid down. Keep the ladder up here, of course. Quite a way down there. My varnishing job failed. I will be redoing that next summer. Anyway, let's have a little look at the black walnut tree. Pretty straight and wide. Makes some rich guy a lot of table. As you can see, or maybe you can't see, we have a lot of black walnuts, and they will all slowly fall down and cause severe pain and injury to the dogs. Nature's bounty, very important source of fats for me in grid down. Well, that's it for me. I'm just busily scrapping together some videos for when I'm on vacation. So Kitty gets back Sunday, and Sunday I think we head to the Shire, and I think we enter the water Monday for 5 days, and that should be fun. I'm going through my gear right now that I'm going to pack, so I might do a video on that, or I might not. Thanks a lot to Reed for Manifestation of Imagination, and thanks a lot to Professor Noodles, to the people I sub to, that if you don't, I think you should. Remember, in SHTF, if you don't prepare, tomorrow you won't have any black walnuts. Toodles.
Hey everyone, it's Reed here, making a video on drying beans. This is Reed with an MOI special alert. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you this very important message. Time is short, extremely short. You need to get your solar systems now, before it all comes to an end. And what am I talking about? Tax credits. They're important. They help you fund these things. And then, of course, it means other people are helping you pay for all this. Lovely, isn't government? So what was I talking about?